Good morning. My name is Dean Jones. I'm up here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. It's a beautiful day out, and it's a great day to show you what we just got in. It's a brand new 2024 38BB Renegade Valencia. Stock number is 5N230303. And we'll just get right into it because it's a gorgeous coach with a lot to show you. Right off the bat, it's a new color for 24. It's called Polaris. It's a one color coach. It's going to be real easy if you're going to pull a trailer. If you want to color match it, you don't have to do all the stripes. It's kind of the in color, this kind of gunmetal gray. They call it Polaris. I'm a little bit biased because my car is the same color actually, but it also has a wheel upgrade. These are the American racing wheels, black. Renegade's one of the only manufacturers I know that actually kind of do this kind of custom wheel package. It kind of just sets it a little bit apart from other, standard aluminum wheel coaches. Just gives it a really great look. If you turn around here, we've also opted it with the mesh grille, which is really nice. Kind of gives a little flair to that S2 chassis that we have here. Just got a lot of eyeball on this guy. So I'll just start under the hood here, kind of give you a look under the hood here. It is a 6.7 Cummins. It's a 360 horsepower, 800 foot-pounds of torque in this guy. Real easy to get to your fluid reservoirs. You can kind of get the translucent, here's your windshield wiper fluid, some coolant. Your air filter is right there at, waist height. You can check it with this little gauge there. The S2 also has breakaway bumpers. If you were to get in any kind of collision with a deer or anything like that, these are going to break away and not go into your tires and leave you stranded. Real nice thing there. And if you ever needed to get in here and work, I'm sure you could just take these off and kind of have better access there. On this side, you've just got your oil dipstick, your power steering fluid. You see these big beefy springs in here. These are also air brakes. You can tell right here by the air drums. We do have a water separator right there for your air system. Everything's just real easy to get to and accessible. And shutting this guy isn't a problem because it's on little shock rams, so it just kind of closes real nice and soft. Again, nice Bridgestone tires on those beautiful American racing wheels. They do have side cameras right here on the cap. That's going to give your blind spot on your right or left when you put your turn signal on, or you can opt to just have it on through the monitor. We do have some nice black treads, anti-slip. And getting up in this guy is real easy as you have real nice grab bars on both this side and this side if you really want to pull in. If you get a shot of this seat, this is kind of new for 24 too. I don't believe we've seen the seats that nicely upholstered before, but they are air ride seats. And in 23 they redesigned that front cap, so it's a lot more aerodynamic. It does have a window up there. There's a sleeper up there. It just gives that front end a really nice look. So as we get down, I'll give you a shot of the Girard awning. It's a horizontal arm. It does have a wind sensor. Really nice awning there. We do have a nice grab handle here. And as you see, when you open the door, got two nice mechanical steps that come out, real nice low to the ground, real easy to get in. This coach is equipped with a Truma AquaGo, and what that is, it's got a little auxiliary tank in it, but it's not like your typical 6 or 10 gallon old conventional water heater. It's kind of an inline deal. It's really good for taking multiple showers back to back, kind of gives you a on-demand water system on it. We also have some storage right below it. Here's one of our inverters. It's our inverter and a solar charger, but these are all carpeted, nice bays, steel bays inside, but really nice finished. Kind of keeps stuff from making noise out as you're traveling if you put stuff in there. What you'll also notice about Renegade is they're a dual latch door, nice insulated door, but real easy to shut. Nice little slam latches, but again, and those two latches also keep them aligned a little bit better. You will see a little 32 inch, sorry, not foot, little outdoor TV. It does come out, it does swivel. It does have a nice little sound bar on it. Great for the football games on the tailgaters. Right above that, you'll see there's a little, that's a vent for your cooking, your galley in there. And on this side, you have a dryer vent. Now the dryer vent's a nice feature because you do have a washer and dryer stackable in here. We'll show you that later. But just keep in mind that dryer's vented just like your house and is gonna work a lot better than the old combos. And here you got a nice big storage. These are slide lock travel bars. Just if you want just a little extra security with those slides traveling, if you're gonna be on bumpy roads, maybe Alaska, you can put those in and kind of keep your slides snugged into the side of the coach there. We also do have a nice little air line. We do have an air chuck up front. You can actually just charge, I mean, you can air up tires, wraps, ATVs, whatever you might need. If a tire gets a little low, you can just put a little air in it. You know, when it gets cold and hot, some of those air pressures kind of fluctuate, but you do have a way to do that right there. Right here we have a furnace. It's a 30,000 BTU. Going to be plenty of heat for the coach. You also have two 15,000 BTU ACs on this coach with heat pumps. So plenty of ways to heat this coach if you're going to use it for a season. This is one of the ottomans for the inside. I just leave it in here because I want to show you what this looks like close, so we put it out here. But again, a nice deep carpeted storage there. As you see, this is the back bedroom slide with the bunks in it. Nice tinted windows, frameless glass on this guy. You have no soft surfaces exposed to any UV. So these windows are gonna last you a little bit longer than the windows they used to put in them. So back here, we've got another storage. And you'll notice it's kind of a pass-through front to back, but it also has a little quick connect on the LP. And what that's for is if you want to put a nice low pressure grill out here and just hook up to your propane, you got a place to do so. You just pass your hose through this little access port. But again, everything is really nice and upholstered in there. And you can see right here that I've got pass through here for real long items, which is a nice thing. We also have lights on here. All these have, the power must be off, but we do have lights. All these are lit with the LEDs. You also have Girard slide toppers. That box above that slide is a slide topper. If you're new to RVing, what that does is it kind of puts a curtain over the top of your slide. If you're in a forest or something, you don't want pine cones getting in on top of your slide and kind of causing problems coming in. Those just kind of shield all that, and weather and rain and that kind of thing. So the slide toppers, they are Girard. Girard's one of the best in the business at doing what they do. Back here we have a fairly redesigned cap. It was redesigned last year, but you kind of get a good idea of what it looks like with that solid color. It's just a really nice two-piece fiberglass cap. Everyone boasts about one piece, but what's nice about this one is this lower part's a separate piece from the upper part. So if you do bump into like a pipe at a gas station or something to that of rock or something at a campground, you don't have to replace the whole cap. That can get pretty expensive and take a little bit longer. They could just pop this cap off, reset the lights, put a new cap on. It's a great design feature. I think Renegade's the only one I know that does it, and I think it's brilliant. But as you look up, you'll see your back camera painted to match, kind of blends in real nice, but that's actually going to give you a bird's eye view of what's behind the coach, what you're towing, and who's behind you. This actually is supplied with the trailer hitch. This will pull 12,000 pounds. You also have your 7-way hookup, and you have a little Curt brake controller already integrated into the front there. You do hear our little generator going right now. It's a real quiet diesel. I'll show you that in a minute, but keep in mind all this is LEDs, real nice and bright. You're gonna be able to see it coming up on it. And as we come around this side, we've got our power transfer switch and surge protector. That's that big black box with the lights on. You also have a nice little plug-in out here if you need to plug anything in. And we have a really nice, it's kind of a manual pull-out power cord, 50 amp. But what's nice about it is it's got a power rewind. When you're at your campsite, you can run that through here, keep this closed, but you're really gonna appreciate that wheel when it's a little bit colder out and that thing's a little bit stiffer. It just winds it right in. It's a great feature. This is our generator. It's a quiet diesel, 8,000 watt Onan. It feeds off the 100-gallon fuel tank. So if you were to go to like Moab and you want to do some off-grid camping, you can fill up you get off the highway, fill up your coach. This thing's going to sip diesel. It's going to run for days and days and days. It's super quiet, super industrial. You get thousands of hours on this guy, and it's going to run this coach much like when you're at home. It's got plenty of watts to kind of power everything you need to in here. You also do have you can start it and stop it right here. We have it running because we have the AC. It's a pretty warm day out today, so get the AC running in there to be cool when we show you the inside of this beautiful coach, but pretty quiet overall. Oh, before I go, this is your fuel fill on this guy. Your depth tank is up there, but this is where you fill the coach. Now we got a little water bay here. Small, but really nice. A couple of things I'll point out. They actually cut your labels into the metal, so you're never gonna have a label fall off, or you're always gonna know what all these functions do. And just a quick deal on them. You got a tank, your tank levels right here. You've got a hose. This is already on a wheel just like that cord over there. This is how you feed the coach with water, and it's on an RV hose. It's not going to taint the water and make it taste like a garden hose. We have storage for our sewer tows, low point drains for the coach. You can also, this low point drain also acts as a spigot for your hot water, which is real nice. If you're going to fill the tank, you put it here. If you're going to use city water pressure, you just put this valve up. We got black and gray tanks. Dump valve, these are your gate valves. They're inside, they're not riding down here getting all mucked up. That's going to keep those functioning a lot longer than the plastic ones that ride underneath the coaches. We do have a black tank wash. Make sure your black tank is open and your hose is hooked up before we use that feature. We also have a cable inlet if you want to put like an outdoor satellite dish or use part cable or something to that effect. We have a nice 6,000 gallon water filtration system for the coach. It does keep your drinking water nice and clean and tasty, but it also protects the whole coach's water system from calcifying. So that's just a real important piece to the water puzzle. Right here you're gonna see, this is your gray tank. These are kind of your sensors, but it does have a blanket tank heater on this guy, so it's gonna serve you well in the fall and the early spring. And if you get a look at here, this is where you hook your sewer hose on. You put them out here, put them in your tank, and then you just use those gate valves, which one you want to empty. Here's the other, this is the black, I think that's the black, this is the gray, I believe. But again, all the plumbing for that. Not a whole lot of storage, but you can access it, and that's important if you need to, change a sensor or something to that effect down the road. Right here we do have a propane. It's a 20-gallon propane tank, nice and big. It's going to power your furnace. It's going to power your hot water heater. It's also going to power your stove top. A real nice stove in here, but that's what that's for. You'll notice there's no lock on it. That's how you can kind of identify which door it is in a hurry. Propane doors cannot have locks on them. This is a upgraded 3 lithium battery unit. It's got let's see here. We've got, where are we at here? 3 batteries. It's also got 3 200-watt solar panels up there feeding those lithium batteries and a 3,000 watt inverter. So this is an upgrade for 23, but we did opt this one with it. And you can get them with 2 or 3 batteries. This has got the most lithium you can put in it. You do see these 2 batteries here. That's going to be your cranking batteries for your motor. Really, really nice system. Of course, here's your depth tank here. And again, just the other side, what we saw on the other side, except the one thing on this guy, you do have an engine block heater you plug in here. You can actually use the generator to heat your motor if you'd like. And just a quick view from this side, pretty much the same as the other. The one thing I will point out, your ignition's on the left side of the steering wheel, so it's kind of an interesting place to put it. Here's that CURT brake controller if you're pulling a trailer with trailer brakes or a boat or something like that effect. And again, nice air ride seats. You'll notice there's still handles up here to get in and out. Just a really well thought out chassis. And this chassis is actually designed specifically for the RV industry. This Valencia kind of competes with your Senecas, your Tiffins. Everyone has kind of this S2 chassis rig. I will point out, Renegade, all they do is Super Cs. And here at Transwest, we've kind of figured out which products are quality, which ones have great warranty service, and we've kind of drilled it down to some really nice products: Newmar, Renegade, and Winnebago. So this is why we like the Renegade. So we'll go check out the inside. Just a beautiful interior here. I'll let you get in there first. The interior is called Hampton. It's kind of a gray washed, lighter cabinet. It doesn't look so cavey in here, but what I wanted to point out first of all is you have a lot of room in here. This is a bunk model. It's got a lot of sleeping capacity, a bed here, bed up there. This turns into a bed. You have the 2 bunk beds and your master bed. So this is geared for the bigger family. And with that, you have little guys riding around back here. You do have 6 seat belts and all, but a lot of our diesel pushers are pretty, you have 2 slides, they come in real tight. It's kind of hard for the little guys to run around and kind of do what they need to do when they're not seat belted in. But it gives you a big aisle here. Bigger than most. I mean, bigger than most anything I sell. So just point that out. You can get to your residential refrigerator, your either door here, or you can get, if you want to change out your laundry, you can do that here too. You've got access to your bunk beds, and you got access to this bathroom here. It's a mid-bath, 1-bath unit, but this is kind of important to be able to get to this as you're traveling. So that's kind of. Definitely wanted to show you all that space in there. So let me open the slides up. Couple things about this coach while I'm doing this. The length on it is 38 foot 8 inches, bumper to bumper. We've got a, oh no, did that wrong, sorry. We do have, the width on it's 8 foot 3 inches wide. We've got a 12 foot 10 inch height. And we've got an interior height of 7 feet. So I'm 6'1", plenty of height, and you really benefit like in the shower. If you're a taller guy, the shower is no problem. We've got 150 gallons of fresh water in this coach, 75 black and 75 gray. Let me come back here and open this one. We've got 2 silver leaf panels. We can access them front in the kitchen or back here. You can also download an app on this coach on your phone and run all this stuff from your phone. I don't usually carry my phone with me on videos. Don't like them ringing when I'm trying to show these beautiful coaches, but just know you can download an app and it's basically another interface to this system. So we'll just start in the back here while we're back here. This is the master bedroom. Nice king size bed. It does have kind of a bed lift. If you get a look, you can kind of see your 2 75-gallon tanks. They're inside. They're not going to freeze if you're actually in the coach with the heaters on and stuff like that for season. You do have some dump valves and some access to winterize and your water pumps right there. We do have a prop stick, but you do have all this nice storage right here. So you can actually put, alternative bedding, whatever you want to do in there. So they kind of allocated that space for storage, and we know that storage comes at a premium in RVs. So kind of show you this beautiful cabinet up here. Kind of holds itself up. You can open them all at the same time. A lot of them have these like little kind of corners that stick out, and you got to open one or the other. This one's flat. You can access it all. There's no dividers. You can put tall, long stuff in there if you need to. You also have a plug-in up there. If you need to plug anything in up there. Under here, you can see the reading lights are on. You also have a nice little panel here to turn off lights in the coach, and kind of if you forget to turn off, a living room light and you're laying down, you can just reach up there and turn that off. Nice little new headboard for 24. You do have nightstands on both sides, and in that you have your outlets, but you also have the micro USB and the USB, so you can charge any items you might want to do on that. Really well thought out. Over here you kind of have a wardrobe, a shirt closet here. They are lit. 3 nice little drawers on roller guides. All 3 of those. We do have solid surface countertops on these guys. Nice little, another TV, and this thing will actually pull out and tilt for you. There's the remote for it. This is an emergency exit. Just pop it open, pop it out if you need to come out of the coach in a hurry. Hopefully you don't need to do that, but we got some more storage down here. We also have a little audio video cabinet. You see that it's got kind of a window there so remotes can actually find what they're looking for. But they are pre-wired to hook up stuff. They used to come with DVD players, but now with everyone going to streaming and satellites and Starlink, those have kind of gone to the wayside, but you can put one in if you have one, if you still like the DVDs. We do have a nice long drawer there. We've got another shirt wardrobe here and 3 more drawers down here. One thing about the multiplex, everywhere, I'll just pop it off here so I can show it to you. It does have dimmers on it, so you can actually dim these lights on the ceiling. I don't know if you can see that. Go up or down if you want a little bit of mood lighting. You can kind of see that. Almost looks like the batteries are going dead, but it's kind of a nice feature. These just pop right back on. And all your lights are dimmable, so that's kind of nice as well. So as we come out, one thing I'll show you too, you do have, this is your back multiplex. We'll just kind of go over this real quick while it's here. Here's your home screen. You can do the light master on and off. Here's your tank levels. We've got the gen running. You also have battery levels. You can go to a full light and custom, like if you want to turn on a few lights, or you can just master on and off. We also have more of your electronic stuff, and we can also set this up to AGS. AGS is a great system. It lets the generator kick on automatically if you want it to be a certain temperature in here. Say you're hiking, you have little dogs in here and you want to keep them nice and cool, you can set that generator to come on and off. Or if you start seeing like battery levels go down, which is a little less normal as you have the lithium and the big solar package on this guy, that's going to keep that. We'll probably kick it on more than not. But you also have your HVAC. You can go through there. We've got the AC blowing. It's nice and comfortable in here. But you have heat pumps, furnace, automatic, levels. These are your little vent fans in your bathroom. It's kind of, you can run that. And here's your slide. So we have the back slide. You have leveling, your window shades, your outside window shade. You also have your awning and your rear slide. And then this is some of the ways you can customize this screen right here in the settings. So that's that. We also have in this guy doors that you can shut this off to the bunk room. You're gonna get privacy in the master. And you can kind of also here, so you can do the same thing, make this bunk area kind of its own room with its own bathroom. Or if you want to make it kind of a master bathroom with just kind of your master bed bath combo, you can close this off and get ready without anyone from the front seeing you. So it's kind of a cool system there. I'll give you a shot of this bathroom real quick. Just gonna open some stuff up. It's a little tight in here, but you can kind of see nice medicine cabinet, porcelain toilet. And again, you got 7 feet here, so I'm 6'1", I fit in that shower. And with that, the floor's a little raised, but you also have that nice skylight up there. So it's just really, here, I'll get in there and show you. So I'm 6'1", wouldn't be a hard thing to do shower. I can move this up, get under the shower without hunching too bad. And again, you got the multiplex panels, and again, dimming switches on there. But while we're here, get a little bit of light in here. You do have the bunks, which is kind of why someone would buy this floor plan. And you kind of see in there, I'm going to open this up. You get 2 TVs in there. They're both lit. You do have also the little outlets with the USBs and stuff to charge iPads and what have you. The other thing about this particular bunk setup and how it was ordered. Some people, you can use this as a closet, but if you have little guys in here, you don't really want them to be behind a cabinet door. This whole face just pops right off, and then you have these curtains to kind of give them privacy. So some people are like, I don't know if I want my kids in a cabinet. So this is definitely removable. And again, really beautiful color, that Hampton. But you also have 3 underdressers here. Real nice drawers there. And again, this kind of makes their own little space, their own autonomy. And it doesn't really take away a whole lot from the actual living space. So this is the washer and dryer we talked about outside. There's the dryer that's vented. It is a 110 unit. It's gonna work a lot like an apartment stackable, but it's definitely gonna work better than the old combo units that the RVs used to have. Great for keeping the laundry up when you get the big family out there on that extended vacation. And again, we have the Samsung residential fridge. It does have an ice maker in it. Some people ask, well, why don't you have a propane refrigerator in these guys? With the residentials in here, they're a lot less fragile. They keep stuff a little cooler, and the compressor on these guys aren't a really hard start appliance. So if you haven't had a residential refrigerator in your RV before, trust me, you're going to really love the transition. Even though it doesn't really make a lot of sense for boondocking, you do have that 8,000 watt generator. You've got the lithium, the solar. This thing's going to work just fine. No one's ever brought a motorhome back to me and said, oh, I want a propane refrigerator. It's never happened. So here's another audio video cabinet. As you can see, there's no DVD player in there, but you do have all your stuff for those TVs if you need to hook something up to that TV right there. So again, a glass face so your remotes work. And then we're going to come to the galley here. Nice convection microwave. We don't have ovens in these anymore, but this actually has a nice area to cook stuff in, and it just works like a convection oven. I've never cooked with a convection oven, but I'm told it's not that hard. We have this really nice sealed burner, three burner Dometic cooktop. And what that means is you're probably not going to get a whole lot of crumbs in and behind these little burners because they're kind of sealed. But if you like cooking with gas, that's your top. We do have another little Firefly panel here, like the one back there, but it does the exact same thing. Nice glass backsplash. And that little hood vent I showed you out back kind of airs through this little guy here. So we do have, this is our electric panel. We do have the 110 breakers there, and they're all labeled what they are. I don't know if you can see that. These are our 12-volt fuses. This is another. So if something were to be kind of on the blink or something, generally speaking, you should buy a blue breaker or something. This does have a surge protector, like I said, in the back, so it's going to protect your power. Shouldn't have too many problems, but here's a little bit of lube for your slide. This is the color, it's a one color, so this is your touch-up paint. Usually there's 4 or 5 colors in there, but this one's nice because it's one color. And again, if you have a nice cargo trailer or something you're going to carry your toys in, it's really easy to get it color masked because it's just one color. You don't have to worry about stripe patterns and what have you. Some remotes there too for the coach. But again, you have a little bit of storage here. Right there. I don't know if I showed, oh, I already showed you that. You also have a really nice cabinet there, and it does hold itself open. And not only does it hold it open, but when you shut it, these little clips on both sides are going to keep it from rattling when you're going down the road. So, oops. Here's some manuals for your Renegade. Another corner cabinet here. Trying to use up all the space they can. Really nice undermount stainless steel sink. It's a little sprayer. Now this little label here is how you would download the app for your phone. So you just, it's called Vega Touch. You hit that, it goes straight to Google Play or Apple Store, you download it. You enter some codes off the screen there, and you're running this whole thing. Slides, awnings, you level it with your phone. It's really nice, and it's kind of nice too because if you're in a tight spot and you want to kind of be outside while you run the slides, make sure you're not running into anything, that phone lets you do it. So it's a great feature. Also with the Renegade, you do have a day and a night shade. They're just little manual ones. This window does open for cross ventilation. And we have a nice little TV right here. I think it's a 40-inch, but it does pop out. You can kind of get it way out here to see it in the booth or what you ever want. And you do have a nice little sound bar there. Come around here, you do have a really nice sleeper top. It's kind of nice because it kind of gets out of the way, right? So nice little 19-inch TV for the people up here. You do have a nice privacy curtain. You also have this nice little shade in case you want to darken it up in here to get some shut-eye. You can actually do all interior on-off lights. You can still dim the lights in here. You can see we're kind of dimming it down if you just want a little reading light. This guy kind of pops out, slides over here. These beds kind of come to this deal here. Your ladder pops over here. And now you're ready to go to sleep. So nice little system there. And if you want to get it out of the way, it doesn't take much. Just pop this out of the way. And now you're getting in and out of the cab really easy. And I'll go into that in a minute. We'll go over here to the dinette. The slide is nice. It's got a lot of nice windows, a lot of nice visibility. This guy here just kind of pushes down, rides on these cleats. You should have cushions in here to kind of fill up the top to make this a sleeper. Notice there are seat belts. Again, 6 seat belts in this coach. Just lock this down. And really nice booth. Again, day and night shades for privacy. Really nice lighting, wall sconces. You're going to see these little multiplexes everywhere, and they're pretty much centralized to the controls around that area. Here we got there's another cushion for the dinette there. But again, nice pass-through, longer items. You want an umbrella or something up there, it's really kind of cool there. They've kind of done really a good job on their balances and what have you. This is another sleeper, really comfortable, and this is where the ottoman comes in. You can kind of kick your feet up and watch TV over here. But to make this bed real quick, kind of show you how this works. This just pops up. Pull your legs out. Slide it out. Drop this down and you're ready to throw a sheet on there and go to sleep. So 2 here, maybe 1 or 2 in there. Definitely put two little guys up here. You got the bunks. I mean, the thing will sleep a small army. So really nice for the bigger family, this coach. There it goes. Really nice leather on these guys too. Oh, I got it. And again, we have windows that open. You can get some cross ventilation in here. And you also have another one of these USB type outlets there. So that's about it for the actual living quarters. I'll kind of go over some of this this chassis with you. Real easy to get in and out of. Again, I think they've spent a little extra money on these seats. These seats seem to be a little bit better upholstered. Pretty simple dash, not going through every little thing. This is gonna run just like the vehicle you drive every day. It's just a little HVAC system. Your windows, your door lock, your engine brake. These coaches don't have a park per se, so it's not like you put it in park and stop. What you would do is whenever you're in, you only hit neutral and pop this brake out, and that's pretty much your park. So that's the only difference between this and what you drive every day. You do have a tag dump. That's kind of a cool feature. And what that would do is if you're on kind of a, like right now we're on a pretty good slope. Now there's a certain range where your hydraulic leveling system is going to be out of range. And if you found that, you can just dump the axle, take the air off the bags, give you a little bit more range on your jacks and get this thing leveled a little easier. You do have your this system here. It does come off. You can actually have your co-pilot run stuff, look at, you know, enter addresses for your, and it's booting up right now, but you know, help you with your navigation, that kind of thing. Now your smart level, your equalizer system, real easy. You just auto level and it'll auto level, or you auto track and it comes off. Now if you feel like you got it wrong, you can always bump a jack up or two. So we'll turn that off. Now this is booted up. You do have apps, you can kind of go through there. You can put in here like the dimensions of this guy, and it'll kind of read it with your navigation, and it will, you can navigate to campgrounds, trip history. It's a really dynamic RV navigation in there. Going back, you know, you get your radio. I do believe it's Sirius. And the other thing is this has got an Allison 6-speed transmission. This is your gearbox, your gear selector. It is a 6-speed. You can also get in there and actually look at some different diagnostics with that guy, which is really nice. So a lot of people don't know that, but you do have a camera truck trailer toggle if you wanted to put a camera on your trailer that you're pulling. So pretty dynamic. And again, that's pretty much the cab. They're real simple. They're not a real big giant diesel pusher with a bunch of, you know, it's pretty easy to get accustomed to. This is kind of your entry level chassis for your entry level Super C, and just a really nice driving experience. And these seats are air ride and they're really comfortable. So that's about it for this particular coach. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our content so we can get it out there to more people. My name is Dean Jones. You can get a hold of me at the information below. And if you have any questions about this coach, just feel free to reach out. Thanks for coming.